The power of celebration, fueling your journey. This module is all about understanding why celebration or acknowledgement, which we're going to talk about, matters and how to overcome this resistance that a lot of us have to it. And then talking about practical ways to incorporate celebration into our daily lives and into our daily wins routine. First of all, why celebrate? There's a lot of really good reasons, but the basics are that it helps wire in new behavior because of the dopamine pathway. Whenever we accomplish something and whenever we acknowledge it and celebrate it, it helps our brain consciously know that this is an activity that is moving us forward and that is helping us reach our goals and become who we want to be. This fuels motivation. Every single time we feel we're doing something good, we want to do more of it. And then on top of it, it enhances self-worth. Celebration does a lot of things. It helps wire in new behaviors because we say they matter. It fuels our motivation because we want to keep doing it because it felt good to do it the last time. It enhances our self-worth because it reminds us that this is what we want to be doing and we are in integrity to our word. And of course, it accelerates progress. It helps us learn in general and it helps move us towards our goals. Here's the thing that I noticed though. The idea of celebration can feel forced or even silly. And the resistance really seems to stem from this feeling of unworthiness or that our small actions aren't significant enough to warrant praise. But here's the shift in perspective. Celebration isn't about external validation. It's about honoring ourselves. It is about recognizing our efforts and acknowledging our process, giving ourselves permission to feel good about our accomplishments, no matter how small. And adults need acknowledgement. Just because the other thing that I think makes us feel kind of silly sometimes is that we think that we don't need acknowledgement as adults. We think it almost feels childlike to praise ourselves and to celebrate small things. But the reality is that once we're adults, we don't have our parents praising us all the time. And we need to praise our inner child. We need to praise ourselves. And it's an important part of creating this self-worth. And when we do this, when we honor ourselves, when we respect our commitment to our values, to our vision, to our growth, this allows us to actually stay on the true path. And every step forward, every act of commitment, every small victory deserves to be celebrated, or at the very least acknowledged, to help us stay mentally strong and do the things that we say we want to do. Starting with acknowledgement is actually, in my opinion, an easier place to start if you have a hard time with the concept of celebrating yourself. Acknowledgement is a quieter form of recognition that builds self-respect through awareness of your value. It allows us to pause, to notice and see that our efforts, our choices, the small victories that we achieve along the way all matter. And it can be simple as thinking that I'm proud of myself for doing this, or checking items off the to-do list and feeling good about it, or even just a quiet reflection or a smile when you see yourself in a mirror and you're just kind of happy with the way that you acted and the person that you are. These are all moments that can really contribute. While celebration might involve the concept of an outward expression of joy and accomplishment, acknowledgement is a quieter form of recognition. It's a little more internal. And we can recognize, and that is a great way to work up to celebration or to have the appropriate response to the effort or choice or the small victory that we have achieved along the way. And what this does is it builds self-respect through awareness of your actions and your values. And some really good examples are just telling yourself, I'm proud of myself for doing this, checking items off of a to-do list and feeling good about it. And then even just quiet moments of reflection, a smile. These all contribute to feeling like we are celebrating ourselves in some way. If celebration feels weird sometimes, start with acknowledgement. Acknowledgement is a quiet form of recognition, and it helps build the groundwork for self respect. And every single time we notice our commitments, our perseverances, the choices we make, and everything else, our accomplishments, we create a tangible record of our own value. And this is what daily wins helps do. It helps build up our concept of our value. And we can do this really simply, like a mental note of being proud of yourself for completing a task, even though you felt distracted, you got through it. Or a quiet reflection, taking a moment to appreciate your progress and your efforts. And even this subtle shift in awareness can have a really profound impact on our motivation and our self-perception. But here's the additional thing. Every single time we value ourselves, if celebration feels like a bit of a stretch, start with acknowledgement. Acknowledgement is a quieter form of recognition, of celebration, and it helps build the groundwork for self-respect. And by noticing our commitments, our perseverances, our choices, we create a tangible record of our own value. And this is important because it actually enhances a survival and a thriving mechanism. We have a desire to belong to a tribe, and we are driven to belong based on our value. If celebration still feels a little too far-fetched or it doesn't seem appropriate for the level of win, a small win, a daily win, start with acknowledgement. Acknowledgement is a quieter form of recognition, and it's really for ourselves, and it helps build ourselves up because it lays the groundwork for more self-respect and for more self-value. When we notice our commitments, our perseverance, our choices, our accomplishments, we create a tangible record of our own value. That's what daily wins does. And furthermore, it is a survival and a thriving mechanism that we are supporting. Think of it like this. Humans are inherently driven to create value for their tribe because they want to survive. They want to be accepted into that tribe, to belong. But it's easier to feel valued by others when you understand exactly what your own value is and you can share more of it. And this is a positive feedback loop. The clearer we are about our value, the more we like and respect ourselves, the more we feel worthy of celebration and honor.